this is Spartan. Yes guys, this is a Land Raider Spartan, and I wouldn't actually be in the possession of this if it wasn't for an absolutely amazing gift from the gentleman that I just finished the Blood Angels commission from. He just sent me this. I cannot believe it. What an amazing gift. Thank you so much, Martin, and I can't wait to get started on this. I was actually looking at purchasing one of these in the future as part of my next project, which is going to be Death Company, or Death Guard I should say, not Death Company, they're Blood Angels, so Death Guard. And I'm going to go for more of the armour look in the actual new Betrayal book, which is sort of dirty and grimy white colour. I think some of the GW teams sometimes paint them in like a beigey colour as well, but I'm going to go more so for the actual start of the Heresy campaign, where there was less heretic and more loyalist. But the plan is to be a bit cheeky, so further down the line, if I actually want to play them as Chaos, I can say, look, the Death Guard, they've got the logos on. But if I want to play them as Loyalists, I can play them as Loyalists as well. So I don't know how that's going to pan out, but that's the idea anyway. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the video here, guys, and we're going to get this beast out the Forgeworld bag, and we're going to see what resin goodness is inside. So stick around for that. Okay guys, so we've got the Land Raider Spartan all spread out on the table. And I'd say as a top tip for you guys out there that are going to get a really nice big kit like this, is when you actually want to check the parts, is to lay them out exactly as they're laid out on the, if I hold it up the right way that is, on the sheet. As you can see, how I've got them all laid out on the table is pretty much exactly how they've laid theirs out, and it makes it easier when you're doing part checks to make sure that you've got all the parts, because you can refer to the diagram as you're actually checking down the parts list. And what I'll try and do is actually just run down some of the key parts. So from the top left there, you know, you've got the lower hull, the upper hull, and you've got the right track unit and the left track unit. And right at the back there, if I zoom in, we've got part of the exhaust system. We've also got the heavy bolters, and down here, just underneath the exhaust stacks, I think, what is that, 18? Right gun and left gun shield. And then obviously you got all the tank tracks. Now I've heard a few people have had a few teething problems with these tank tracks, so I'm going to have to be very mindful with that, with this kit. And as soon as I've got to that stage, guys, I'm going to do updates to see how we're getting along with the actual build. There's actually some really nice detail in this tank, so I haven't painted the inside of a tank in a long while, guys. Let me just place it down there and zoom in. Yeah, there's some nice detail, as you can see, on the inside of this tank. It's actually really beautiful. It actually reminds me of the actual design of the panels on the Zone Metallis boards, if anyone's seen those. A really nice, I don't know, like some kind of computer system there on the wall. And there's another part of the inside of the tank there. Lovely bit of detail. As you can see, guys, there's a lot of mould release on this. It's so greasy, it really is. So it's going to go a nice bath. So yeah, and then after that, I've found a really cool thing to do when you've got like a resin kit from Forgeworld, or for any other company that matter, and they use like a strong mold release that you need to get rid of. I mean, you have to wash it, guys, you really do. But after washing it, even if you leave it for, even overnight soaking, and then you scrub it with a soft bristle brush, you still can be left with, some of that residue, which you really don't want. So what I recommend is giving it a satin varnish before you even put down a primer, and the varnish actually attaches itself to the the small remaining amounts of the mold release agent there, and the primer goes down even smoother than it would if you just sprayed straight over the resin. So top tip there. So varnish it before you prime it, which sounds a bit weird, but yeah, it does work. So there's going to be many updates on this tank. It's going to be one of those labour of love jobbies, and I can imagine me spending quite some time painting this. So finally, I've just got to say again, thank you so much, Martin. Yeah, what a gift. And stay tuned, guys. My channel's probably going to start getting a bit Death Guardy very soon. I've got the Betrayal book as well, and I don't think I can cram two lots of awesome in one video, so I'm going to be looking at that later on, and we're going to be going over some of the really cool things in that book. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.